All right, Andrew, in this video, we're going to talk about what you can do to continue to improve as a pitcher. And the focus really primarily is going to be on your stride and what we do with our feet to get ourselves into a good throwing position. And I want to begin this video by just letting you watch you and Curt Schilling play simultaneously. And as you watch them, I want you to consider the similarities between you and Curt Schilling and the differences. We're going to watch that one more time. All right, now that you've had a chance to watch that, let's go ahead and put both of you guys at the end of your stride. So this is when your front foot is firmly planted on the ground, and the same thing with Curt Schilling. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to draw a line from the back foot to the front foot, and we're going to draw that same line for Curt Schilling, back foot to front foot. And the next thing we're going to do is go back, and we're going to take Curt Schilling, and we're going to measure how tall he is. So foot to head, and we're going to do the same thing for you. Foot to head, and then we're going to put a grid up. And with this grid, we're going to count how many boxes are for your stride and how many boxes for how tall you are. Okay, so let's go ahead and get both of you guys into your foot strike, and let's count them off for Curt Schilling first. All right, so let's measure for the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half. So he's 16 and a half grids tall. And let's see how long his stride is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So his stride is as long as he is tall. Now let's do the same thing for you. Let's measure the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half. So you're 13 and a half tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 long. So you're about 2 feet short here on your stride. And this is important because the longer you can stride, the more power you're going to get from your legs. The longer you stride, that means the more momentum you have. The more momentum you have, the faster you're going to be able to throw. And right now, you do a pretty good job throwing consistently, but I know we can get more out of your arm and more out of your body. And when you add a little bit more velocity to the equation, you're going to be a more effective pitcher. So let's look at how we can make that stride a little bit longer. All right, so we'll take Curt Schilling back into his knee lift here, and we're going to do the same thing here with you. And again, let's just watch with Curt Schilling. Let's pay attention to this front toe. So he's into his knee lift, and notice how his toe at this point is pointed towards the shortstop or second base. All right, that's good because we want to keep our toe closed for as long as we can as we take our stride. So as he strides forward, notice here how that toe stays closed. And as he continues forward, notice how the toe continues to stay pointed closed. And even here, the toe is pointed towards us. And his toe is going to continue to stay pointed towards us all the way to like right there. And then at the last minute, he's going to open it up so he can land. What that does, when his toe stays closed for a long period of time, as you can see right there, that allows his upper half, his shoulder, to stay closed so that he's on target. Now, if we take a look at you on the right-hand side, we get you into your knee lift, you do a great job. Great job here at your knee lift. Look at how your toe is closed exactly like Curt Schilling's. This is fantastic. And as we track you forward, it stays closed right there. But as soon as you get past this point, watch how it opens up right there. And so now you've opened up that toe a little bit too early. And what this is going to do, if we look at Schilling at the exact same point, Look at the difference in his toe versus your toe. You're going to open up early. And when you open up early, you're going to lose distance on your stride. You can see it right there. Notice where your toe's at. Notice where his toe's at. He's going to be able to stride with more momentum and power. He's going to stay more balanced. Whereas with you, you're going to have to land a little bit early to catch yourself. And even like right here, look where your toe's at. Look where his toe's at. So the key here, the first message that I want to send to you, if you haven't gotten it already, is keep your toe closed for longer as you stride towards the plate. All right, that's number one. Number two, let's drive with our back leg a little bit more. Okay, so let's pay attention to Curt Schilling's back leg. All right, what I want to do here is I want to draw a little green line at his knee, his hip, and his foot. And let's watch as he lifts his knee and gets to the top of his knee lift. Notice how already he's starting to drive forward. And as he continues to thrust towards home plate and separate his hands, that knee gets even more separation and the hip gets more. Essentially what he's doing here is he's pushing off with the inside of his back leg, staying tall and driving. Now with you in the same position here, we go ahead and we just draw those lines behind the foot, behind the knee, behind the hip. When we get you to your separation, we take him right back. There's where he separates his hands. Here's where you do. Look at, you got some pretty good hip separation here. It's pretty decent. Okay knee separation, but not as much. Look at the difference here, where your knee's at compared to that original line. Compared to where his knee is at. You can see a little bit more there. And then obviously we see the toe that's opened, so we can drive a little bit more off this back leg. See the angle that you've created here? You can get more of this action going. And when you're able to do that, it's going to give you more momentum. And when you're able to keep that toe closed, you're going to stay more balanced with that momentum. And then what it's going to do is it's going to keep you on target a little bit longer with your upper half. You can see Curt Schilling where his shoulder's at. You can see where your shoulder starts to open up right there. And you just begin to throw a little bit too early. So keep those things in mind. Those are things that you can work on throughout the summer. But I'm really excited because you're already making a ton of progress.